Hey y'all, Ashanae Justice here with another pick a card reading. And this one is your fictional soulmate, okay? So if this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe, always comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, always comment. Thank you. Okay, y'all, choose from pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. If this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe, always comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, always comment. Thank you. Okay, y'all, if you chose the wolf as your soulmate in this fictional story that we got going on, then this is your reading. So we're going to go off of Google on why wolves are just great people, soulmates to have around. Not people, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the crossover between human and wolf, when it comes to your fictional fantasy type of energy, okay? So according to Google, wolves are loyal. They believe in family. They have intelligence. They are guided by their intuition. They enjoy and love freedom. They embody strength, their protection. They have courage. They have the wisdom within them. They are very cunning. And then they challenge with deep understanding, okay? They signify inner guidance, reminding people to trust their instincts and inner wisdom, okay? And a not so fun fact to know is gray wolves and red wolves are going instinct, okay? So, and what's crazy about that is I used to love wolf stories. Well, I love all of them, right? Even the singers, like the B2Ks, all those fan fictions. But they used to always say the red wolf was the rarest to find. I didn't know it was because they was going extinct. I thought that the red wolf was like the most powerful. And so when you fantasize, you would fantasize about the red wolf. But sadly, come to find out, it's because they are going instinct. That type of information should be given on certain websites when we're reading books, because such confusion on my end. But yes, so that's a not so fun fact right there. Okay, so let's jump into your reading. All right, so right now what seems to be going on is that you had to really isolate yourself from a lot of people. You had to go within and really analyze who is there for you, who is causing you delays, who is just outright trying to stop what you got going on, whether it's your bag, your growth within whatever community, career, environment, whatever you got going on. Just straight trying to destroy it and stop it. You had to really separate yourself from people that you have grown older with. Okay, it's gonna be childhood friends, teenage years you met these people. You have a history built with these people, but then you've come to realize that although there's history there and there's love there, there isn't no more room for growth or you and them being in the same setting anymore. Like, y'all aren't on the same level, and it's not that y'all outgrew each other. It's just y'all are kind of just in need of going your separate ways, and you're coming to realize that with some people they have betrayed you, so this is more of I'm just done with it, closing the door, there's no reason to revisit it. Some people they just see life in a different perspective from you, and so y'all are going y'all separate ways. And then others, you just rather find more people that you are in alignment with to go to the next level with, because although y'all are both going to the next level, y'all are all going to the next level, it's just in different, ways. So it's like you want your own pack, your own alliances, your own energy coming towards you. You want a suitor that matches you and the energy that you're on and that you're trying to create. You want someone who's going to protect you when you need to be protected, love you when you need to be loved, laugh with you when you need to laugh, and you would also give this back to them as well, okay? You want to achieve new things, great things. You want your name in lights for certain things. Now, it doesn't have to be like you want your name in the history books. It doesn't have to be like you want your name in just to be shown in your career field. This can be what you're leaving behind, your legacy, how you raise your children and their mindset and how they've grown and achieved things as well. You are still the mother and will still be praised, or you are still the father and still be praised of having a great seed, you know? That's an accomplishment, that's an achievement. You know, generations to come will see what you produced and how you nurtured it and love that child to the greatness that they are. So it doesn't even have to be you playing in the main attention, the starlight role. You could have been the one who had the seed that is in the starlight, things of that sort. You are a wise and great leader, and you want to step up to the plate of that. And you need a suitor that matches you. You need a soulmate that matches you and your energy. That's what you need, and that's what you acquire, okay? You need loyalty. You need someone who's going to be there for you always, but know when to step back so that you can have the freedom to do things your way in your life, all right? You need someone with the strength to keep this ball rolling. Even if you get sick, they'll step up to the plate and be able to handle this shit. Like baby, we leading the pack here, okay? We're the leaders, and we need to lead. We need to step up. We need to do this. That's what you need. That's why you chose a wolf. You know that you're not a victim. Even if you were put in victimizing situations, you still rise up and become the hero no matter what. It's like, yes, my story may have started out with me being a victim, but I didn't stay in that victimizing mentality. I didn't stay in that energy. I rised up. Some of you got your get back, and some of you ignored the person to the point where they don't even exist in your world, okay? You took your power back, and you need someone who's going to help you keep that power by not disturbing your peace in what it is that you are building, okay? I keep saying building because it seems like you're building something, and it's set around family, people that are loyal, that needs to be with you, another suitor that matches your energy and can rise to the occasion. All right? You got a lot going on, and yes, there's some hiccups that, happen along the way, but you need someone who's going to help guide out of those hiccups, out of those bad energies. And that's why you chose a wolf. All right, so that is your wolf reading. If you like this, let me know, because I can do other fictional characters. All right, so that is your reading. If it resonates, like, share, subscribe, always comment. If it doesn't, still like, share, subscribe, always comment. Thank you. All right, so if you chose the purple demon for your fictional soulmate, this is what Google says about a demon. So I did demon as in fictional character, not demon as in demon, Okay, so let's go. They said chaos, temptations, opposition to divine will, bad boy, deceptive, malevolence, fun time, not a long time, evil, always a victim, even when he's the predator, handsome, I put /fine, okay? He is the guy that you want, but knows he isn't good for you. Trickster, good with his words, bold but charismatic, okay? So, a Leo, All right. So let's go to what's going on in your situation that may make you feel like you're in alignment with a demon fictional character for your soulmate. All right, y'all. I'm trying to make sure it's not blurred. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so what made you choose a demon for your soulmate? Besides their charm, their charismatic ways, besides their lustful energy, let's see what's going on with you, okay? It seems like you've been through a lot of storms, a lot of, trials and tribulations. You went through a lot, okay? That caused you to wear certain masks to get you through your survival years. All right, you are a wounded healer. Like, you are going towards your, healed enlightenment to be a better version of you. You're learning how to speak up, but the issue is you still have a little bit of self-sabotaging ways within you. It feels like you may still have a piece of you that feels there's a lack, something missing, or something will end up missing if you continue to be happy or something. It's like some people feel like every time they're happy, something bad is going to happen, or you feel like you have to stop it because if something bad is going to happen anyway, so it's better if you stop it, or it's better if you bring some type of chaos within your life versus chaos just coming into your life. You want to get out of that energy, you want to keep up and get away from that energy, but it's so much easier to gravitate towards the energy that you are accustomed to versus going towards the energy that you aren't. So you may always dealt with bad boys in your life, the ones that are in and out of jail, the ones who neglect certain parts of their life or other people, the ones that make you have to fight for their love constantly, even though they're giving it away to whomever is not deserving. That's your sense of self-sabotaging. I think you put other people's love, the love you have for other people, before yourself. And so it's causing you to be in alignment with an entity that it does not serve you at all. And I understand, like, we just like books. They're described as sexy, gorgeous. I mean, look at the devil. He's described as the most beautiful angel ever, right? But his ways is what you should not be attracted to. And so I think it's more like that. You may be attracted to the looks, the outer beauty, but the inner beauty is what needs to be worked on. And that could be going on with you as well. You may need to work on the inner you versus just the outer you, okay? Or work on both simultaneously, whichever one. But it needs to be worked on, because this is a man of words, this is a man of looks, this is a man of beauty. But is he a man of death, like substance? What is he bringing to the table? What is he aiding you with in life? How is he making you a better person? Because you're already on the journey of making yourself a better person, a greater person, a more rounded person. And so anybody that comes into your life also needs to be aiding with that. They need to be helping you achieve that. It doesn't mean they have to pick you up and put you on your back and make you smile. They have to do everything, but they have to be generally on that type of timing as well for themselves. And if you're messing with a demon, they are not, at least going by the terminology of Google or what happens in the book. A lot of people want to turn the bad boy into their only good boy. Like, I want you to still be rude, disrespectful. I still want you to fight. I still want that within you. But I want you to be nice to me. I want you to love me. I want you to be there for me, protect me, and care for me. And although there are some demons that may do that, a lot of them do not, A lot of them do not. And so, I think maybe you could be in a victimizing mentality at times, and that's what puts you in alignment with your demon character. I try to find just the good, and I understand that some demons, people use them to their advantage, and so they would be doing good for them but bad for others. Some people believe angels when it comes to them. When you see them, they're angels, but if that person that is over those angels tell them to go and destroy the other person because the other person did something to them, they look like demons to the other person. So I know other views and even more deeper in-depth views as well. But in this case, when I just went off of the Google, when it came to their demons, I didn't really see the positive of how we can change it unless they are the bad boy to everyone else and the good boy to you. And that's genuinely, ultimately what you want if this does not resonate with you. You just want the bad boy to be good to you, and that's it. Other than that, you're in alignment with the lesser you when it comes to love and men or women or whatever the case. And you need to work on the inner you so that you can get out of the energy of wanting lesser from others when they desire or demand beyond greatness or your whole world from you. All right, so that is your reading. If you like this type, I can do a series on it. We can dive into other fictional characters and how they put us in alignment with the energy that we are in at the moment and what it is that we need or desire, crave, lack thereof, or whatever the case may be. So if this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe, always comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, always comment. Thank you. Okay, y'all, so if you chose the vampire, then this is your reading. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some keywords, some signifiers that I got off of Google when it comes to you choosing a fictional character soulmate. Then we're going to jump into your situation, what you got going on that makes you feel like you're in alignment with a vampire. Okay, remember the other pals, if you want to visit them to just see how I did it, then you can go over to them, the wolves and the demon trickster. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you'd like me to stick to doing this type of thing. Okay, so according to Google, choosing a vampire fictional character as your soulmate. Okay, you struggle between light and darkness, the fear of mortality, temptations, forever young, forbidden desire, transformation, duality and shadow, parasitic relationship. Someone has to give more than the other. The other person will literally drain you. They can signify a spiritual disconnect, a consuming obsession, or a reflection of our own inner darkness, that integration contrasting within divine life through blood symbolism. Lord have mercy, struggling. Anyways, so if that resonates with you, any of those keywords, then let's go to your situation and see why you chose a vampire as your fictional soulmate. All right, so ultimately, I feel like you're in this alignment of elder, leader, teacher, guidance, power, fruition, realization. It is showing me that what you're in alignment is what you see when it comes to vampires in certain fictional movies. They seem like the wealthy provider, the man that stands firm in his energy, his actions, always the leader, the person that's going to guide you to forever be young, the person that's going to enjoy you in their charismatic ways. But the issue is they drain you. So you could be a person that's used to paying for others' way or just being overly generous. They're your friends, so if you want a party, you're gonna pay for the party and make sure they come. They're your friends, so if you want to go to the club, you're gonna buy a section, buy a bottle, and make sure they enjoy themselves. If they're friends, so you're gonna take them to restaurants, and if they can't afford it, you're gonna pay. You're the person that ultimately ends up paying for everything. So I feel like you want somebody who matches that energy and as well wants to pay. You're used to people that suck you dry emotionally, mentally, physically at times. And although you regain your energy by doing whatever it is that you need to do to continue to go, maybe you release them, maybe you figure out other methods, maybe you have sex a lot, and that releases pent up energy, negative energy, and it helps you use your discernment to decipher who needs to leave and who needs to go. You can do your magic through sex. You can do your magic through just sitting there and analyzing everything. You are very powerful, so you're able to see everything every way. The issue is you seem to always fall in that category of that's what is coming towards you, somebody who needs you, and you want to need someone. You want to have someone love you with the same way that you love them. You want someone that you can depend on, that already has their own versus is trying to build, needs you to help them build, or something of that sort. It's like you went through the dark moon of the night. You figured it out. You triumphed. So you want somebody who already did it or has at least came out into the light. Like have gotten rid of their trauma or learned how to cope with their trauma in a healthy method, so that doesn't lean onto you where they're venting from you and to you and draining you of your energy. You got a lot of fantasies going on as well. I feel like that's how you escape from reality or what's actually going on. And you have abundance that comes in, regardless of if it's in money or knowledge or some type of power. I think your issue comes in with your lustful energy that you have going on, your sexual energy that you have going on, because that's a main factor on the table. And you may be attracted to people that drain you versus people that give to you and nurture you, protect you, and watch it as your fruitions come, and they don't get jealous or side eye you, or they don't try to manipulate the situation to where they're the ones who is the cause of all of this, and things of that such. You have people that when you're supposed to get a clap on the back or a hand clap, they clap their own selves on the back and clap for their own selves, but they don't do it for you. They don't like what's coming in for you. They don't like it, but they love it when you spend it on them, or when you praise them, or when you give to them. And you can't do that. You need someone who's going to do it vice versa. You need someone that's going to give like you give, take like you take. A healthy relationship. And this doesn't have to be, like I use friends a lot, so it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This can be a friendship. This can be family. This can be career, A lot of people see your potential, they see your power, they see your growth, they see the streams that you go through to make sure things are sound and secure, and they take from that. So you're guarding, you're setting up boundaries, you are using your discernment, and you're guarding your peace while in peace. But how they come in is through your pleasures and through you just wanting to share your abundance with everyone. And once again, abundance can be in your love, in your money, in your happiness, in your joy, things of that sort. It doesn't have to be you constantly just giving money. You can be rich in spirit. You can be rich in happiness. You can be rich in, whatever. But It's somebody always trying to siphon off their energy and take from that energy. And you want to trust, you want to give your heart, you want to show others that you believe in them and believe in what it is that y'all could potentially build together. But it's very hard when there's so many people ciphering off your energy, and you can see and feel, and for some hear how they truly feel about you through your discernment. So that's why you chose a vampire, because that's the energy that you are in within this situation. A lot of people were ciphering off your energy. They were taking from you and not putting back. And a lot of people felt like because you already had what they deemed enough of it, you didn't need it back. So it's like, let's say your cup is overrunning. It's filled to the rim and it's running over. You pour some for your friend. You pour some for your mother. You pour some for your father. You pour some for everybody. Now your cup is empty. And everybody else's is runneth over. But because they remembered that your cup was runneth over and you gave to so many people, your cup must still be full. I don't mean to laugh at that. Some people actually think like that. Like, you done seen me give to everybody. How could you think my cup was still full? And instead of you giving me some that is runneth over in your cup, you decide to give it to someone else. B. Simone and her friend. B. Simone and her friend. She decided to give to a charity versus her friend when she knew her friend was sleeping on a couch, going pillow to post, had nowhere to go, no nothing. And instead of B. Simone giving to that friend, she chose not to. She chose to give to another person in the charity because she felt like she knew the friend and the friend would bounce back or some shit like that. You're no friend to me. You're no friend to me. To see me down and out, and instead of you giving to me to ease your conscience, you go and give to somebody else, and then you come back and tell me you did that, you're no friend to me. So, there's many of these situations that's going on that's keeping you in alignment with this type of energy. A lot of times they portray vampires as people that have no hearts or is ice cold or they have no way to love, and then they come across a woman and they abuse her mentally, emotionally, and then they somehow fall in love and like, oh my gosh, now I have to do right by her because I love her. I now know what love feels like. You don't got to go through them beginning stages. If they don't know how to love, don't be the one that they practice on. You know, don't be the one that they practice on. If somebody come up to you and say, I have not been in healthy relationships, well, baby, go practice with somebody else. When you're ready, if I'm still ready and I want to deal with this, then we can continue this. But I ain't no practice dummy. We're not going to practice how to love on me. But I'm giving out good, real, genuine love to you. No. Okay? No. All right. So, if you chose the vampire, that is why you chose the vampire. That is what you are in alignment with. If this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe, always comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, always comment. Thank you. And go check out the other pile.